Give me the gory details.
Want the gory details?
All right, just give me the gory details.
And she will call you later with all the gory details.
You owe me nothing but the gory details.
Don't leave out nothing. We love gory detail here.
You know, I would love to sit and go over every gory detail with you, fat boy. And I want all the gory details.
I want all the gory details.
I want to hear all the gory details.
Here are the gory details, I guess.
Another gory details. Gory detail with which you speak.
The gory details. Recount all the gory details.
All the gory details.
All the gory details.
Here are the gory details.
Please leave out the gory details.
Gory details.
Oh, that must have been a pretty gory spectacle.
In gory detail.
Which is going to have a gory feel to it.
Last one's a little more gory.
With all the gory detail.
No gory details.
Tell her all the gory details, you snake.
Spare me. Spare me.
Spare myself, me ship, me crew.
No, spare me.
Not a lover's quarrel, pal. Spare me!
Spare me from what?
Of the gory details.
With gory stories.
It's not really scary, but gory.
Here's nature and all its gory.
Back in my gory days.
It's too gory.
It's pretty gory.
Gory.
The gory?
Gory. Gory.
Gory. Gory.
Gory.
And give me the details.
Give me the details.
Details.
And spare no detail. I'll spare you the gory details.
I'll spare you the gory details.
You want the gory details? Yeah?
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sean Gorey, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm dead excited to be here with you all this evening for our very special stream where we're coming to you live on a Saturday. So it's a spooky Saturday stream where we're coming to you live from our kitchen. Can I adjust this so it's less ceiling cam? Bueller. Actually, ceiling's not too bad. I just don't want the underside like the cabinets. Okay. Hi, friends. We're coming to you live today from our kitchen today because we're doing a very special cooking stream as a part of our actual life milestone incentives. We had said if we raised... What's up? Suckalab, what's up?
Hello there.
OX17, what's up? We're doing this stream as part of a actual life fundraising milestone incentive where we said if we would raise $2,000 for the sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, that we would do said cooking stream. Well, not only did we raise that $2,000, but we blew past it and we're currently at $4,056.94 and counting. We'll be fundraising through the rest of the year until January 1st, pretty much December 31st at midnight is when this year's campaign ends. So yeah, that's why we're here in the kitchen today. We got a very special stream where we'll be making some yummy tacos. We're doing some chicken tikka tacos from Danny Trejo's Tacos. This is his cookbook, and we got everything all prepped and ready to go. Oh wow, you have all your sounds and stuff. I sure do, buddy. I'm trying to think of an appropriate one for that. I do got my sounds. I got him. So that's what's going on here today, friends. I got a whole bunch of stuff prepped behind me. This should be a pretty smooth and quick stream, but we'll see how it goes. First things first, I gotta give Coax117 a shout out here because they dropped us a lovely shout. We go. Shout out to Coax17. Coax dropped us a sub while we were doing the intro, which was super nice of them. So Coax, thank you so much for that sub, and let this be a reminder to everyone at home that if you happen to be a subscriber, not only do you get exclusive access to our Discord server, not only do you have exclusive access to our emotes, not only do you get ad-free viewing here on Twitch, but it also doubles your chances in our giveaways, which we do monthly. So there's that. And it's also my responsibility legally to tell you that this is definitely, probably, maybe not a cult. It's definitely a cult. Oh, Lord. Let me just kind of fill you in on, besides doing what we're doing here, this is for this whole thing called Extra Life. And you donated $617. So between donating every day and between you guys making me donate, I've probably donated $617 this year alone. I've been doing this for 13 years, so it's a lot more than that. And anytime I raid an Extra Lifer, there's a good chance I'm donating to them too. So I have spent a small fortune donating to Extra Life. If you've not heard of Extra Life, that's kind of what this giant blue bar is above my head. And this kind of progress tracker leading towards our $5,000 goal. And that's why we're here today. And if you've never heard of it, it happens to be this annual 24-hour charity gaming marathon where you can play games for an entire day and helps raise funds for sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It's absolutely free. You sign up, you get a website that people can go to and donate, and helps raise funds for those kids in the hospital that you choose. This does not have to be broadcast. This does not have to be streamed. Doesn't need to be video games. It could be board games, tabletop games, card games. There is no wrong way to Extra Life. In fact, Extra Life Game Day was just last Saturday, where we did a whole 25-hour stream. A lot of people weren't able to do it last week, so they're doing it today, which is one of the reasons why we want to do this cooking stream today. Not only because we raised that amount in the last week, but also so that when we do conclude our broadcast, we're definitely going to raid a friend who is fundraising, and their game day is taking place today. So it'll be like a double stream, double Extra Life thing going on here. Is Mrs. Gorey going to make an appearance on stream? Ooh, maybe. Sideshow Umbra.
Hello there.
welcome to the stream. Let me give a quick dab here. Thank you so much for those. I appreciate you. We also, besides the dab, Braden, if you look over my shoulder here, that doesn't work because I don't have my green screen up. But I saw tacos and I have my plate ready. I love it, Sidra. I love it. So you can't see behind me because I don't have the green screen going. But besides Sidra making me do the dab, Braden162 used their Fanta points to make me donate $1 to Extra Life. And again, since there is no green screen, you guys can't see it, but you'll see the notification. So give me just a second. And oops. And I'll do that. Boop, boop, boop. Donate. This is a Phantom Point Redemption. And this is the Braden162. Awesome. Donate. Let me give you a drum roll. There it goes. Awesome. Braden, it's in. That notification will be coming through any second. Just give it a time. I'm going to mark that as completed. We're also going to get some tunes cranking, and we're going to rock and roll in here into the kind of cooking segment here. There was one thing. Hold on. My temp went down. Oh, Braden, I'm so happy to hear that. And I know I mentioned it in Discord already. There's notification. I know you guys heard it. You guys can see it. My temp went down to a state of 98, but my nose is running a marathon like Usain Bolt. Well, Braden, I hope you feel better, buddy. I don't wish headaches, any cold or illness on anybody. I can't get my Dixper notifications running. Comes full screen and then just disappears. Okay. Well, then mental note, if you guys get anything... If you're on my donation page and if there's one of those notifications or the options where it's like, oh, hey, add a jump scare. Don't do it. Because the program is just not working. Let me get to the main scene here. We'll get some music cranking. I'll get my little apron on. We'll get right into it, friends. Let's go. Cool. All right, awesome. Okay, apron time. So, first things first is, if you're cooking anything, if you don't have music going, you are messing up. So, we already have that taken care of, so, mission accomplished. What is Pickle Rick doing there? He's looking for some Szechuan sauce. Pickle Rick! Let's get Gorey. Proceeds to chop a chicken's head off. Cox, it's so funny you say that. I did a whole bunch of prep earlier, and while chopping the chicken thighs for this recipe, some of it touched my Stream Deck and my laptop, which is right here. So I had to sanitize my Stream Deck. Jesse, it's time to cook. That apron, though, yes. Yes, that was all Mrs. Gorey. All right, gang. So like I said, we're making Dane Trejo's chicken tikka tacos, which is like a no-brainer, right? So the last time we did a cooking stream, we had done Qdoba's burritos. It was like an adobo, queso, even with guac burrito that we'd created, and it was because I used to work there when I was a wee little lad. And so now this year, when we're doing a donation incentive or milestone incentive for Extra Life, I was like, okay, in my mind, let's switch it up. Let's do maybe some Oriental cuisine or anything other than Spanish, Mexican, Southern, Tex-Mex, whatever. But sure enough, I was going through my recipe books, and when I saw Dan Trejo's chicken tikka tacos, in my mind, it was perfect. Because one, it's not burritos, so it's a little bit different. Two, because it's like a tikka marsala thing, it's like a borderline Indian, kind of Middle Eastern layer. And then again, with it being tacos, you can tweak it where if you don't want tacos, great. Put it in a bigger tortilla, and add some beans. Now you have a burrito. Take it from there and put some lettuce, and now you've got a bowl. So tons of flexibility here. It's Danny Trejo, though, so you can't say no to El Machete. Yes. Do a cooking stream for Breaking Bad rock candy. I could, where we put it on the tray and break it up into little crystals and bag it up into little little Ziploc bags. That is a thing here. So that's what we're doing here, friends, is we're making this chicken tikka tacos, and then, again, if you wanted to, you could make it into a burrito. You could make it into a bowl, right, instead. So, tight. Okay, so there's a couple different components to this. Posture check. Braden, I'm standing up, buddy. Braden, do you know what? Oh, did you guys hear that? Oh, that was my sternum. Oh. I'm going to tweak your posture check and turn it into a stretch. Make sure everyone at home is sitting upright. Make sure everyone's got good posture unless you're laying down. Stand up better. I'm sorry I'm leaning in to talk to you guys. We're getting intimate here. You guys are literally in my home. All right, we also have a pop. We've also got a hydrate. So, cheers, buddy. So besides making sure you guys are standing up straight, we're also making sure that we are staying hydrated, right? Oh gosh, what did I do? Yeah, no one wants dehydration. Okay. Am I in your home, though? Check your linen closet. Where are you? Monkey, are you here? I'm in your closet. You can talk? I taught myself to talk. Let's fight. Okay. You been slamming OJ all day to try make yourself better? I mean, I literally have a thing of vitamin C on top of the fridge here, Braden, so I get it. The solid strat. Plenty of liquids, plenty of rest. You're doing it right. Yes. Okay. I mean, your wows. So there are a couple different components to make these. Make some tea with honey. Yes. That'll help the throat. That'll help a lot of stuff. I mean, and honey is just full of immunity benefits, right? Because it's made of pollen, nature, and especially if it's local, like, that's mint. So there's a couple different components here in the recipe for these tacos. Number one, we got some rice we can make. 2, there's like this creme de mint, sour cream we can do. 3, there is the pico de gallo, which is like the salsa. And then 4, it's the chicken and the tikka sauce itself. So we're going to do the cold stuff first, like the mint and the pico. Then we're going to do the rice, and then after that, like once everything's chill, we're going to be doing the tikka sauce, and then we're going to cook the chicken, assemble it all together, and get rocking and rolling here. So first things first, let's start with the mint crema. Ooh, ginger tea? Yes, yes. Cool, I see being here supposed to be a secret. Well, welcome to the stream, Rachel Cone.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hey there, boo thing. Terrible. So that's what we're starting with here. So right off the rip, we need 1 cup sour cream. We need 2 tablespoons of chopped pickled jalapenos, which we've got. We also need the juice of 1 lime, which we've got. We need roughly chopped mint leaves, which we've got. Ground cumin. Celery, chili, cumin. Found it. Hey girl, hey. Is it true that Sprite or ginger ale is good for you? Ginger ale is great for you. It's good for digestion. I think even ginger ale is non-caffeinated. And I would argue that if you're going to upset stomach, if you stir or shake the sin out of a Sprite and you taking the carbonation out of it, it becomes like a syrup, right? And it will help settle your stomach. So it depends on what your ailment is there, Braden. What's Sprite? I only know Sprunk. Sprite is Sprunk's popular brother or popular cousin. You also need salt and then cayenne pepper. Cayenne. There's no way we don't have cayenne in here. Alright, well, we're going to go without it. That reminds me, friends. Yeah, we do have chili powder. I mean, it's not as spicy, but it's close. We got paprika too. Okay, that reminds me, friends. Rockstar announced GTA 6. They're coming out with the trailer like within like the next month. I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about how not just I cook, which is I think the proper mentality about cooking, and the Pirates of the Caribbean line about the like guideline is the booster rules totally fits, right? So I got my shopping list right here. There was stuff that I just simply couldn't find. So for example, all of these things that we're making today, one of the ingredients, it called for 2 jalapenos. But when I was shopping, I could find a bag of like 8 of them, which is way too many. So instead, I just bought a couple cans of them. Same ingredients, just a little different. I couldn't find esafrita, coriander seeds, turmeric, mustard seeds. So instead, I bought like a tikka masala starter pouch, right? The recipes call for some fresh ginger. I was not trying to peel and grate all that and then just have it like sit on my counter and go bad. So instead, I bought where is it? In the fridge? Yeah, I bought a little thing of pre-grated minced ginger. So what I'm getting at is, of course, follow the directions as much as you can. But if you don't have a little of A, sometimes a little bit of B works perfect. Chili powder, breaking bad. Chili P is my signature. Unless you're baking, baking fell to the T. Absolutely. So Coax just hit the nail on the head. Baking is an exact science. Baking is chemistry. You have to get those measurements perfect. If it asks for a tablespoon of nutmeg, a tablespoon of flour, a tablespoon of baking soda, whatever, you follow that perfectly. With cooking, it's way more flexible. What's funny too is even like some of these components are like use half of a red onion. I'm like, well, what am I going to do with this other half of my red onion? It's going to sit in my refrigerator and go bad. So we are using the whole onion. Or if it's like, oh, use like a pinch of hi. If it's like, use like a pinch of garlic, I'm like, you bet I'm going to use 3 whole cloves, 3 whole heads. I'm going to go crazy in the garlic. So it's all Captain Cook. Yes. Oh, Coax, I'm afraid to click this link. Walter White's first chemistry lab.
Study of matter, but I prefer to see it as the study of change.
I mean, what's funny, Coax, is that is the preface of the whole show, because he's changing from Walter White into Heisenberg pretty much the entire show. And so, like, they talk about change, and that's it. Okay. We're going to start this creme de menthe, so... Yep. Okay. Pour the sour cream, jalapeno, lime juice, mint, cumin, salt, cayenne in a blender and puree until smooth. Serve immediately and transfer to an airtight container. Let's do that. I am the one who knocks. Alright, so first things first, we need the 1 cup of sour cream. And Gorey's the one who cooks. I am the one who cooks. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. It's gorgeous out here. No real inclement weather. It's sunny. We went for a bike ride and a walk today, which is like a double win. It's what we call a win-win, love. Right. Speaking of cooking, I gotta go run some errands, including grocery shopping. You do your thing, Coax. We'll see you later. Okay, I got my handy-dandy spatula, and this is, so it's only asking for a cup, and that's like exactly 8 ounces, so that's what we're going with here. And this is going directly into a magic bullet, because I feel like a regular blender would not only be overkill for this, but also, we're going to be using that to make our tikka sauce later. So, although we're dirting another dish, this has dual purposes. 1, it's keeping that blender free, and then 2, I get to use one of the lids that this little magic bullet came with, and turn this into a container. So it kind of nullifies that dirtying a dish thing because I don't have to transfer this from the blender to the storage. It is ready to go. I'm bouncing a bit, but have a great time, everyone. Save some leftover meat. You got it, Coax. You got it. I just had some pizza for a restaurant. I've never had their pizza before. It was actually really good, and too bad I'm sick and couldn't really enjoy it fully. Oh, Brayden, I'm sorry. We'll take like a mental note, man. You definitely have to go back and show them some love when your taste buds and all that stuff are normal, and you can really enjoy the flavors and, you know, you're not being muted. Give me just a second. I am rinsing plates. I'm rinsing. Oh. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm rinsing this container so it can be recycled. Okay. I'm afraid to set this down anywhere because it's gonna get dirty. Let me set up and grab a little tray. Cool. Now this can get as dirty as it wants. I'm just trying to get like my stove dirty and like this cookbook dirty. Great. Okay. So we got our sour cream in. Next, 2 tablespoons of jalapenos. Well, I know it asks for 2 tablespoons. I'm gonna add a cup. Or not a cup, this can. There we go. Again, rinsing this out so it'll be recycled. Their ice cream is amazing because you can mix any flavors together. So I can get brownie, casada, and Reese cup. Oh my god, sinful. There's chunks of brownies in the bottom, you know. It sounds like a hot fudge sundae, Brain. That sounds amazing. Alright, again. Rinsing these guys out so they be recycled. That is the sound of recycling. Awesome. Okay, the juice of 1 lime. This is definitely going to require a little bit of cutting. Where's my knife? We're just going to cut this in half here. All right. Give it a good squeeze. Here we go. It's half. The tong trick. And squeeze. All right. Rachel says use the tong trick. Put it in the tongs and squeeze the tongs. Yeah, we're getting some good juice out of that. And that makes sense. It's just leverage or fulcrumage, right? Right. That's half. Do the other half. Hopefully there's no lemon seeds in here. Lime seeds. By the way, guys, if the music is too loud, let me know. If it's too quiet, let me know. If my voice is super overpowering, let me know. Obviously, this is a different creature than what we're used to in the studio. Cool. Got the juice of a lime. This is already looking pretty. It's gonna be pretty smooth here, so we're gonna see how this goes. Oops. Let's see. Lemon juice. Okay. Fresh mint leaves. We've already got the mint right here. So we're gonna put these here. And again, this is one of those things where it asks for 1 tablespoon of mint leaves. What am I gonna do with all this extra mint? Unless I'm gonna make mojitos or something. So we're gonna use all of it. And you're going to see this with the cilantro too, but one easy way to kind of chop stuff like this, drop it a little bit, is to keep kind of folding it over until it makes like a little bundle. And then as you run your knife through it, because it's folded in half so many times, it's gonna be cut multiple times per branch, per strand. Pretty fine. Wow, this smells more like basil than mint. And then we can grab what we got and kind of try to do the same thing again here. Firewolf, welcome to the stream, friend. How are you?
Hello there.
Okay, so now we got it mostly rough chopped. It's going in a blender, so it doesn't have to be crazy chopped. I'm not even bother to do more. We're gonna throw this little bit I dropped out. Okay. Let me take this and put that right into my little magic bullet here. Good making lasagna. We're both cooking at the same time, Firewolf. Let's go. You making lasagna like for dinner for tonight, or are you trying to do some prep for the week to come here, buddy? That's about as good as we're gonna get this mint off my cutting board here without giving a rinse. I'm cheating and making Stouffer's. Oh man, alright, well hey, your secret's safe with me, friend. I won't tell anybody. Appreciate you being here. Welcome, bud. Okay, next it says we need a teaspoon of ground cumin. We've got cumin here. And I'm just gonna eyeball this. So far, it doesn't even seem like a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Did want a teaspoon, right? Yeah. That's about a teaspoon. And then kosher salt. Let me grab... Yes, our salt and pepper mix was right here. I do have a salt grinder and a pepper grinder, but this stuff is literally going into a blender and we're not going to really taste it. So it doesn't need to be crazy. Mint, salt, cayenne pepper. And we're out of pepper, so we're going for some chili powder. It won't have the heat to it, but we got habaneros or jalapenos in here, so we'll be fine. Okay. Well, next... It says just kind of blend this up into a puree until smooth and serve. And we'll do that here. So let me slap the top on here. And let's go to the magic bullet. On the sides, I didn't kind of get pulled down. I'm gonna give it a little shake here. Let's put it through the blender again. I don't know if you guys can see that here. There's a whole bunch of sour cream at the bottom that kind of just hasn't pulled through, but the rest has got this real pretty kind of speckled blend. Give this a little bit of a taste here. Holy smokes, that's good. You definitely taste the lime, you definitely taste the cumin. The jalapenos aren't super spicy or super prominent. Let me throw this up and really get that sour cream that was stuck at the bottom. Oh yeah, there's no sour cream left now. We got after it. We got after it. Alright, well, it's funny you mentioned Stouffer's. My dad has always worked 2 jobs, and my mom worked odd jobs too. So pretty much all through high school, I was not, I won't say raised by, but I was definitely very frequently fed by Stouffer's. My dad would joke where I should get a job there as a taste tester when I grow up, because if there's something wrong with their formula or with their particular batch, I've had so much of it, I would have known. I'm like, hey, this doesn't taste like what I've been eating for the last decade. Alright, we're going to put this back on for just a little bit. It's not going to be a smoother puree than that after being blended so many times. I'm going to do a little bit of spatula work here on the lid just to get as much off as we can, because we worked hard on this and we want to keep it. Not just send it down the drain. Okay. Give this a quick rinse. We're going to keep doing some dishes as we go, because we don't want these things to build up and then a huge problem at the end of dinner, right? Even if we have a break where we're waiting for something to come to boil, or we're waiting for something to bake in the oven, it's a great time to knock some dishes out, you know? Look at that. I'm only doing 3 things. They're clean already. I lied. The cutting board and the knife. I lied. I appreciate that. Of course, baby. Nice clean. Let me put that back in the knife rack. And then I'm going to grab a lid real quick for this mint crema. What are you looking for? Perfect. So we got our lid, we got our bullet, a magic bullet. It's like that. Airtight container for our mint crema. I'm not mad about it. Let's put that in the fridge. We're already cooking, friends. We had 4 things to knock out, and we just knocked out the mint crema. Go, friends. Okay, let me clean this cutting board real quick. Let me take a quick look at our recipe book here. Okay, we knocked out the mint crema. The pico. Pico is perfect to do next. Let's see here. We need 2 ripe tomatoes, cord and diced. Done. We need 1 small. So the perfect example says it calls for half a small red onion diced. Well, again, what am I going to do with half a diced red onion? So we're going to do the whole thing. 1 half small white onion diced. Again, we're doing the whole thing. 2 jalapenos, halved, seeded, ripped, removed, diced. Didn't have that in the store, so we went with the can. It's going to work out just fine. To do half cup fresh chopped cilantro. We're going to need our friendly handy dandy cutting board again here in just a second. Juice of 1 lime. Got that too. And to do pure olive oil done, and some salt. Well, let's knock this out real quick. Cutting board is back. Let me just get a bowl. Perfect. We're just going to already slap in the onions. I'm not sure this bowl is going to be big enough. Suppose we can transfer it if we need to. We'll see. We'll see. Got onions in. White onions, red onions in. Potatoes in. Ooh, nope, not the acid. Glass in the middle. Alright, I need a fork so I can get this lid open. We might be able to do the plastic one. We'll see if it fits. We'll see. Thank you, baby. I already opened the son of a gun. It's just laying down itself. Okay. Go. Oh, this is going to be very full. It'll be less full once we get the, once we get it dished out on some tacos here. Let me rinse this out so I can put it into the recycling real quick. Okay, we need the juice of a lime. Do that real quick. Where's some tongs? We'll do this tong trick. It worked out well for us in the past. We'll try it again. That works great. That's a ton of lime juice. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Dang, that's a lot of juice. I'm definitely getting lime juice all over my laptop. This is fine. This is fine. All right. My laptop's gonna smell great. Okay. Next, we gotta do the cilantro, and this is the only thing in the recipe that calls for cilantro. So this bundle that we got, we're gonna use all of it. And just like how we did with the mint, we're going to do this little thing where we kind of just fold it in half and bundle it on itself. And then we do that again. So it's about as small as we can get it. And then every cut is basically, it's like when you layer butter in like a biscuit or something. It's this layer. So one cut actually cuts the same stem, the same stalk. A couple times. 4 times at least, right? We cut it in one direction, not the band. We rotate it 90 degrees, and we can cut it the other direction. Well, this smells so good. And we were talking earlier about how you can kind of customize recipes, right? Well, if you think cilantro tastes like soap, don't use cilantro. I want this pretty small, pretty fine. So I'm going to give this one more pass. Let me get into a nice, neat little pile. Go. Cut it vertically. Let's do it horizontally. Awesome. Okay. Let's get that in. This container's gonna be pretty much perfect. It's close. It's close, but it'll be even better once we spoon some out here onto the tacos when we're at the assembly stage. We're moving right along here, folks. We have 4 things on our menu. Knock out the mint crema, the pico de gallo, the rice, and then the chicken tikka itself. We are already done the first 2, so we're halfway there. I'm gonna wash this off, put this in the recycling, and then we're gonna shake the sin out of this. Righteous. Wash my knife so my girlfriend doesn't kill me with it. All right, now what is nice about this bowl that we've got here is that it comes with its own little lid. So There's not a lot of room, but in theory, if we shake the sin out of it, it'll kind of mix itself up without us having to do a lot of stirring. So it'll be nice and homogeneous. I'm just trying to be mindful that none of the lime juice or anything comes out. Ooh, do you know what? We need salt too. We need salt. I missed that. I'll have to check the recipe too and see if it calls for pepper or if it's just salt. There we go. Let's take a look. That looks like some pico de gallo right there. Let's see here. Olive oil and salt. Okay, let's add some olive oil. Go. You know what? We'll add some salt here too. Oh yeah, this would be sinful. Where's my spatula at? The handy dandy spatula. I'm just gonna try to fold everything towards the center here. Rotate the bowl and just keep pulling it towards the center. This would be a pretty oniony pico. We used 2 whole tomatoes here. In theory, we could have doubled that. I don't mind. A lot of street tacos will just have topped with, it's literally just beef and chopped onions. This has got jalapenos, this has got tomatoes, this has got 2 different types of onion. Ooh, does this call for garlic? No. It does not call for garlic. I kind of want to put some in. But me replacing one type of tomato with another type of tomato or using a little bit more, a little bit less of onion is one thing. But me adding things Mr. Trejo didn't ask for, that's one step too far, I think. Garlic salt? I mean, I could add garlic salt. It is like a halfway between something they asked for and something we want to add. This is looking nice and homogeneous now. I'm not mad about this. Get some of that stuff off the lid here. Oops. Got some on the floor. I'll tell my girlfriend. Okay. Oh wow, there's so much juice at the bottom. Oh, this would be so good, especially if it kind of breaks down that onion. Awesome. Alright, let's give this a little taste. Oh, wow. It's sweet from the red onions. The spice doesn't pull through super hard from the jalapeno, so it's not like atomic at all. You have to taste the onions because there's 2 different types of them in there. It's good though. I really like that. Wow. Let's go. Yes. Okay. This is going to go in the fridge with the creme de menthe while we wait. I'm going to pick up those onions that we dropped here. Okay. We got some stuff to wash. Give me just a second. We'll knock these out. Fold and putting the door. Not bad. Fun. So next on our plate, no pun intended, we can do the tikka sauce itself or the rice. Rice is going to take about 20 minutes. And it can kind of stay warm. Tikka sauce has to be cooked and then blended. We could technically do both at once. Let's knock the rice out. I feel like the tikka itself is going to be the finale. So let's look at the rice here. Spanish rice. Gosh, I'm trying to like make sure you guys can read it. So we have 2 cups of olive oil done, 1 medium white onion diced. Got it. 3 cloves of garlic minced. Got it. Poop. 2 tablespoon and a half of kosher salt to taste. Got it. 2 cups of basmati rice. We're actually substituting that with some couscous. Couscous just sits better with the girlfriend, and we don't want to make her sick, so we're gonna replace the rice with couscous. 1 can diced tomatoes with their juices. Can't show you the label because it's already open, but you can see it. And then we got some dried chili and a bay leaf. We got a chopped chili and then bay leaf. Perfect. Come on. There we go. Okay. In a large saucepan, heat 1/4 cup of olive oil over medium heat until shimmering. About 3 minutes. Add the onion and garlic and cook, stirring occasionally until the onion is translucent. About 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna do it in a large pot here. Let me move some stuff out of the way. We're doing this in a large pot, and that way you guys can see it. And we're eventually going to cook the couscous in this, unless we have to do it in a different container. Yep. Add the water, tomatoes, chilies, bay leaf, boil the liquid, reduce, cover, and where does it say to add the rice? Oh. Okay. It's after the onions in. Okay, so we do want to use just 1 pan. That's perfect. So first things first, let's get some oil in here. Cool. Let's make sure we turn on the right burner, and we're going to put this to medium heat. Lower right, medium. Cool, we're on the right burner. All right. We're heating the olive oil about 3 minutes. We're going to add the onion and garlic here in just a minute. All right, we're doing all right, friends. We're doing all right. I'm going to add some stuff over here just to get it a little out of Dodge. Couscous. So nice they named it twice. I do miss rice, though. That's okay. Rice isn't going anywhere. What's up, DB Prince 82? Oh, look at you cooking things. Welcome to the stream.
Hello there.
Hello there. Yep, we're doing a little cooking stream here as part of a Extra Life fundraising milestone. I said if we raise $2 grand for the kids, we would do a little cooking stream here. And that's what we're doing. We're making a little bit of chicken tikka tacos with our friend Danny Trejo from his cookbook, Trejo's Tacos. And we are already like halfway done. But things are going well, and we've been live for almost an hour, so this is pretty much working out perfect. We got the chicken itself to cook, the tikka masala sauce. We'll have to assemble it, garnish it, plate it, eat it, and kind of knock it out. A little Joe mentioned this in his Discord. Ho, ho, ho! That was very nice of them. I appreciate that. Little fellow actual lifer looking out for a fellow actual lifer. What a guy. Okay, the oil is starting to shimmer a little bit. So I'm gonna slap the... Yep, it's getting a little warm. I'm gonna slap the onions in here. Definitely not smoking hot yet. Alright, let me wash this. Well, tell you what, friends. While we wait for this to warm up, I want to give a shout out to Trejo. Not only is Trejo a fellow extra lifer and a fellow streamer, but they also happen to be a pretty good person. They do fundraising for Extra Life. They do some Warframe. What else have I seen them stream? They do more than just Warframe. They've done Warframe recently. I can't remember. But either way, friends, show them some love. Tell them Gorey sent you, and that just give them some hype. There's a really good chance they're streaming right now too. If they had to mention it in their Discord, we'll see. We'll see. But thank you. Onions are in. They're starting to warm up. Let's get the... There's 3 garlic cloves minced. We're going to go 3 tablespoons. That sounds like an appropriate amount, 3 tablespoons. Uno. Dos. Trace. That is a healthy amount of garlic right there. He's streaming Warframe. What are the odds? What are the odds? Warframe sometime today. Be like, okay, so it's planned for later. Well, hello. We got 7 Deadly Sins. Welcome to the stream, friend.
Hello there.
Appreciate you being here. Happy Saturday. How are you? I don't recognize that badge you have next to your name. It's like a non-visible thing. Listening only. Well, appreciate being here. You're doing... Hi. You're doing well? Glad to hear that. No, we're doing well here too. We're currently we're an hour into our charity cooking stream here as a part of our fundraising incentive for Extra Life. We're making some chicken tikka tacos with Danny Trejo from his cookbook, Trejo's Tacos. Things are going well. We've already prepped everything. We got like 4 main things we gotta knock out. I don't know why I didn't have my thumb out there. We have 4 main things we gotta knock out. We made some mint crema. We made a pico de gallo. We are currently in the process of making... What are we making now? Spanish rice. And then after that, we'll make like the actual tikka sauce, cook the chicken, assemble it into tacos, and call it a day. I can already hear the onions and garlic starting to warm up here. Come on. Come on. There we go. So let me mix these around here. And we don't have to brown these or caramelize these. It's literally just to make them a little translucent. So these are going to be going for just a little bit here. What else? Onions, garlic, cook, yep. Stir in salt and the rice, toasting it. Ooh! Agents so fragrant. About 5 minutes. Okay. Will these tacos be available for overnight delivery? We'll have to FedEx them to you. Express shipping. Let me look in how to freeze dry these things for you. Alright, I'm gonna get 2 cups of water ready. Yeah, 2 cups of water. I suppose I should get the 2 cups of couscous ready first. We're replacing the rice with couscous. We might be on a couscous after this. Well, there's that. So we got almost a cup on the nose. Tell you what, let me actually put this back. Now that we know how much of this we have. Oh gosh, it's on the floor. Ah! Hold on, I dropped one on the burner. Got it, rescued it. There's one on the floor. That's going in the sink. Give the shout out. Oh my gosh, Sideshow. Of course. Thank you for the shout out yourself, buddy. I appreciate you. Us Extra Lifers gotta look out for each other, right? Okay, so we have a cup of the couscous. I'm gonna get a cup of water. – Well, I wasn't expecting that, so we might have our onion and garlic and everything ratio compared to our rice a little bit off, but I'm sure it'll taste great. The onions are still cooking down. They're not quite translucent yet. I never have a viewer to do a charity stream. I mean, 7 Deadly Sins. It's not about how many viewers you got. You should always kind of just, whether you got a chat with 100 people, you got a chat with one person, you just kind of just act the same, you know? Doesn't matter if you're streaming alone, you should still narrate your thoughts and kind of describe what you're doing, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. So when scary happens, you should still jump. And then as, you know, you're doing your thing, you're having fun, people will join in. People will join in. And if 1 million people flood the chat, I'm going to miss a bunch of messages, but I'm still going to do my best to address people as they comment, you know? Yes. And it, you know, in a charity stream, you never know if you're going to get any donations. And that's true whether you have 1 viewer or 1 million. I'd like to think if you got 1 million viewers that someone would drop a couple bucks towards the kids, but never guaranteed. I just stream for the fun of it, and that's the way you should do it, 7 Deadly Sins. Because if you're streaming like in an attempt to do what's popular or get famous or whatever, I don't think it's going to work out how people think it might. So you got to just be yourself, be authentic, have fun. Like, there's a bunch of games that are super popular, like Call of Duty, or Fortnite, or... what else is big right now? We're just going to stick with those two. Call of Duty, Fortnite. I don't like those games very much. I don't want to stream those. I would not have fun doing those. I had fun in Fortnite for a minute, and I do enjoy Call of Duty Zombies, but competitive, like, miserable grinding, that sounds like a job. And I don't want this to be a job. This is a hobby. This is something I do for fun. This is something I do for charity. Dead by Daylight. There you go. Dead by Daylight looks like it could be fun. Especially since you could, like, be a survivor or you could be a killer. I think if, like, you're want to switch things up, they're constantly introducing new players or new characters. They just added Chucky from Child's Play, which is amazing. Everything smells so good right now. It is with friends. There you go, 7. That's good to know because I'm still working on streaming. I mean, honestly, it's all a work in progress. Even today, with this stream, I had to move my entire setup down into my kitchen, and that's not something I'm used to doing. Things that are used to work fine stop working. Things that have never worked get introduced. Every day is a little bit different. All you can do is the best that you can at the time. Right, these guys are starting to get a little translucent. Let's see here. What's next? Occasion until fragrant. I can smell it. Let's add the couscous, and we're gonna start toasting it more or less. We're gonna give it a little toast. I'm gonna rinse this out just so it can be recycled. What time is dinner? If all things go right, there's 7. We should be done in about an hour. So I'm gonna shoot for 6 o'clock, maybe 6:30, because I got to plate and make it look pretty. Yeah. We're going to run a quick miracle story, though, friends. So we've been streaming for a full hour. So we're going to talk a little more about Extra Life, why we're doing what we're doing here, and how this is going to help kids in need. Don't go anywhere. We have a great rest of the stream for you. Stick around. Be right back.
She was the flyer. She's the one that they would, get and throw into the air.
She was this cute, petite, tiny little girl with just a head full of long, blonde hair.
She had just gotten weak. I said, "What's the matter with you?" I said, "You're a tumbler. You can tumble and do backflips." It progressed from that to she fainted a couple times. So I took her into the doctor the next day, and they immediately sent us to Texas Children's Hospital.
Victoria was diagnosed at the age of 11 and a half with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
First time I met Victoria, we were doing a radiothon at a radio station in Houston, Texas. She was very full of energy and was already considered a long-term survivor of leukemia.
At the end of 2.5 years, when Victoria's treatment was over, they performed another spinal tap and a bone marrow test. She relapsed again. During this time, Victoria contracted a fungal infection, which is from a very low immune system.
I asked her what she wanted for Christmas, and she said, I'd really just like to get out of this hospital and go see Christmas lights. Christmas lights are something my family and I go see together all the time, and I can't even leave to go see Christmas lights. And after about 10 minutes, we rolled back upstairs to her room, and we had our picture made in front of a little Christmas tree. And I said goodbye. In that picture is one of my most prized possessions, because it was taken just moments before I saw my friend for the last time.
Victoria passed away on January 21st, 2008, after a 4-year battle with leukemia, failed bone marrow transplants, and fungal infections.
Sitting at her funeral, I made up my mind that I needed to be doing this not just a couple days a year with a radiothon, that I needed to be doing this with my life.
Doc wanted to do something special in memory of Victoria.
It just occurred to me that gamers should be able to do the things they love to help sick and injured kids as well. And so Extra Life was born. 1,200 gamers showed up on October 15th in 2008. Each and every year afterwards, it continued to grow. Gamers responded by being able to game for their local hospitals. Gamers aren't that pale kid in mom and dad's basement. They're mom and dads, they're aunts and uncles.
A young child to an older adult, anyone could be involved in Extra Life.
The funds that Extra Lifers raise can go to a variety of purposes in the local area at the local hospital. They might buy an isolette for a baby that is born the size of a cell phone and has to fight for its life.
Oh my God!
I can guarantee you that that money goes directly back to these children. To keep this from happening, they give it to someone else's child.
Getting involved with Extra Life is really simple. You just have to go to the website at extra-life.org, put in a few details in there, join a team if you'd like to, or create one. After that, it's as simple as fundraising with your friends and family. Let them know why you are doing this. They should know that the money you raise is going to stay local in your community.
Sorry, hold on a second. Sorry, I was glitching out. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and girls, ghosts and goblins. If you're new here, hi. My name is Sean Gorey, and I'll spare you the gory details. I'm dead excited to have you all here this evening for our very special Spooky Saturday stream, where we're doing a little cooking stream here as an incentive and a milestone for our fundraising here, where we raise $2,000 for the sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And that's what we're doing. What we're doing here. What you just saw was a miracle story, or just a really good example of why we are doing this. It's all because of that little girl in Orange, Texas. We're doing some, wow, that background mover is freaking out. We're making some chicken tikka tacos here from Danny Trejo's cookbook, Trejo's Tacos, and that's kind of what we're doing here. I've got some cream de mint in the fridge that we've already made. We've got some, oh geez, there's a wrapper on the stove. We've got some pico de gallo that we made in the fridge. We're currently making our replacement for some Spanish rice. That's what we got going on here. Once the rice is done, we've got to do some, make the chicken, like the tikka masala sauce itself. But that's what the plan is. I got to give a shout out here to the raid from Jabberwock. Thank you so much for that raid, buddy. I appreciate you being here. How did your stream go? Tell me all about it. What we plan. Friends, if you're not familiar with Jabberwock, not only do they play a variety of different games, they're doing some Persona 5, but they also do some minifig paintings, and they even have donation incentives on their Extra Life page, because they're Extra Lifers, where you could be your own minifig, so definitely check them out. Lone Wolf, welcome to the stream, friend. Appreciate you being here, friends. You're painting it tomorrow? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fallout 4 America Rising mod, so much fun. See, I'm familiar with Fallout 4, but not that mod, so tell me a little bit about that. Let me get my head out of the way here. We got some couscous on the stove that I gotta pay attention to. Okay, webcam is freaking out. Let me deactivate it and reactivate it. Okay, it's fixed. And let me get some music cranking back here again, because we're hanging out. It's a chill stream today, friends. Alright, so I got my bay leaf in. Hold on. So I've been cooking the couscous for a minute. We have the onions cooking, the garlic's cooking. We just added these tomatoes and the peppers and the bay leaf. This might take about 20 minutes to really reduce, and I'm not mad about it. Let me add a timer. Let's add that to like 16. Cool. Yeah, because this was going before we switched this camera here. It would take about 20 minutes to reduce here. Turn off the heat and set aside, pan cover for 5 minutes. Alright, well, we got our lid out. Cool, we're cooking with gas. This cooking setup, though, loving it. Thank you so much there, Jabberwock. Yeah, being outside the studio is weird. I've done, like, 25-hour charity streams for Extra Life at, like, an esports center, and having to move my entire setup from home, it's a lot. Because I got, like, 3 monitors, lights, cameras, microphones, webcams, the consoles. It's a lot. This wasn't so bad. It was just my laptop, my webcam, my microphone, and then my Stream Deck. And it's funny, too, because earlier I was prepping all the food for today. I was chopping a whole bunch of chicken thighs, and I definitely got raw chicken on my Stream Deck. So I had to sanitize. I had to sanitize my Stream Deck. Okay, it introduces the Enclave, a faction you can join. Ooh. Love the Enclave. Great bad guys. Are we baddies? Just got back from the V-Day travels and buying groceries. Well, welcome, Lone Wolf. I appreciate you being here, dude. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Especially those who served. Appreciate you. My buddy Argos always... whether it's Veterans Day or Memorial Day, he always makes it a point to kind of bring to attention that Veterans Day is for those who have served and retired, like, hung up their uniform, right? Memorial Day is for those who served but didn't make it back. So this day does not have to be so somber, but it's still important to remember, you know? Alright, I gotta be honest. I was afraid that us having half of the couscous or half of the rice to make the Spanish rice was gonna be a bad thing. This looks pretty good. I'm not mad about this. I need to go. Have a great rest of the stream. 7 Deadly Sins. Appreciate you being here, friend. Have yourself a good evening. We will see you later. Oops. Well, this is starting to reduce pretty well here. I'm not mad about it. I'll be lurking too, bud. Need to get my own food, especially after seeing some cooking. Well, I hope I'm not making you guys too hungry here. Eventually, we'll get the pictures posted, but that'll be probably tomorrow. I got a lot in the plate right now. No pun intended. Okay, that's going. I'm gonna take a quick pic here because things are happening. We got the Spanish rice down. Oh yeah. Oh, sinful. That looks amazing. Wait for it. Look at that. Gorgeous. We got about 12 minutes here on the timer. I'm going to give that... I'm going to be pretty... I don't think it's going to be 12 minutes. Because we started this when we started the commercial break. And like most of the moisture out of here is gone. I obviously don't want to have this burn. Got the chili, the tomatoes... Did I add the salt? I don't think I ever had the salt. What'd you say, baby? Taste test. That's a good idea. I mean, it's going to be 1,000,000 degrees, but... Let me add the salt and then we'll taste it. There we go. We're starting to burn a little bit. Let me add a little more oil. Cool, we're good, we're good. I mean, this looks just like Spanish rice, but it's couscous. I'm making Spanish couscous. Okay. Oh gosh, I just opened a program. I didn't mean to. Oh. Holy smoke. I almost just swore. Brayden, welcome back. I almost just swore. Rachel, this tastes so good. Yes, you can. Let me get you a little bit of everything. Okay. You want to be on stream or do you want me to bring it to you? Okay. I'm like, definitely blow on it like hardcore because it's super hot, but you can taste like everything. Sinful. Sinful. Everyone say hi.
Oh, that's so good.
Right?
Say bay leaf.
Honestly, I don't even remember if we had bay leaf in the oven. Well, we're taking off the heat then. I'm gonna cover it and set it aside. That way it stays nice and warm. Good, baby. And I can always put it back on the heat if I need to. So we're setting on the stove, off the heat. I got my little thing here. Okay, perfect. So, next thing we gotta do, friends. Sean swears confirmed. It's been a minute since I've sworn on stream, Brayden. But it has happened. And when I do, of course, I gotta donate to Extra Life, right? Okay. You looked like the movies where someone had a rose in their mouth. Oh. Like I'm doing tango. That's funny, Brayden. That's funny. Okay, so we've knocked out the rice. We've knocked out the mint. We've knocked out the pico. The next thing to do is actually make the chicken tikka. So we need oil, a medium onion. What's funny is this says to cut the onion in half and then cut it long-wise, so it's in these nice long slices. But it's going to end up in a blender. So you almost done cooking? We are actually, Braden. So there's 4 things we needed to make. We need to make the creme de menthe. We need to make the pico de gallo. We needed to make the Spanish rice, and now we're on to making the tikka and of course the chicken tikka with it. Ew, onion. Honestly, Braden, this is about to be sauteed and then blended up, so chances are you won't even taste the onion. All right, what else we got? We've got mustard seed, ground ginger. Where's my ginger at? Right? Garlic powder. MP Parasite or M Parasite. Welcome to the stream, friendo.
Hello there.
You'd be surprised. Onion's powerful. It's so awful. I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way. I love onions and mushrooms, and like mushrooms are mostly just water, but some people can't stand mushrooms, so I'm a weird one, I guess. Onions are like ogres. Oh, you leave them out in the sun, they grow little right hairs and start to smell funny. No, they have layers. Oh gosh, what did I just do? Stop it. Sorry about that, friends. Okay, so we got our garlic powder. What else do we need? Some seasoning. We don't have cumin. I just put the cumin away. We got the boneless 2-pound of boneless skinless chicken breasts. This was this is the chicken breast that I got my my Stream Deck contaminated with. I'm gonna set that aside here. We need turmeric, cayenne pepper. Again, we don't have. We're gonna use chili powder. We got a can of tomatoes. Got those. I am running out of real estate on my my counter here. Onions are great for seasoning. I agree, Prince. I agree. Where'd he go? Only onions I can stand are McDonald's. Ooh, I mean, because they're minced so fine. They're super tiny, Braden. Kosher salt. We got our salt. Vinegar. We got our vinegar. And okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, in a large saucepan over medium heat, put in some oil and start this going. About 2 minutes. We're gonna add the onions and let that saute. Stir occasionally until brown, 5 to 7 minutes. Stir in all of our seasoning, about a minute. Cook the tomatoes, salt, vinegar. Add half a cup of water. Ooh, I need a half a cup of water. Hopefully my nose isn't running tomorrow because I have to go to work. Yeah, it's not a fun time to work in the food service when you're under the weather. Would you ever get the top of your hands tatted? It's funny you say that, Braden. When I was younger, I thought I wanted like my neck tatted and like hands and fingers. But as I grew up, I'm like, you know what? I love the idea of me being like put on a suit and still get a job. Not that you can't get a job with tattoos, but the more chances I have in my favor, the better, right? So me having tattoos and it stopped at the sleeves. All right, so we need some water. I want my hands, but not my neck. And that's the thing, like, when someone sees you, one of the first things they see is your face. So, of course, the neck is, like, the next proximity. So, that's very safe than sorry. Okay, what else? How much water did we say we needed? Half cup of water. That's half cup water. Perfect. Okay, we got that on standby. Righteous. Let me give my my couscous a little stir here, just so that it doesn't get all hard and yucky. Oh yeah, this is still nice and moist. My girlfriend said take it off. She was right. She was talking about the food and not anything else. The lid's gonna keep this nice and warm. Yum. Darn, that's good. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Danny Trejo. We owe this man a meal, at least. Would you ever become a full-time streamer? That's a good question, Brayden. It's funny you say that because a friend of mine I know in real life that lives like out of town thought I was one. I don't know. I have benefits working at a real job, like medical, dental, vision, 401k, pay time off, vacations. I don't love the idea of all that going away. I don't love the idea of that potentially being temporary, you know? So I think I'm good having a job. Plus, you know, if I had the opportunity, maybe. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a graphic designer. I draw pretty pictures for a living, which is why all my overlays and emotes are pretty neat. Same thing like the posts I make. Okay, we got the oil in. Let's add in our onion. This should be pretty hot here. Oh yeah, we're hot. We're hot. Onion is in. Oh yeah, I remember you said that. It's true, Brayden. It's true. All right, onion's in. We're just gonna saute this until it's nice and brown. I'm doing my best to break up the individual layers of the onion. Like, it's hard to tell, but what I'm poking at right now is two different pieces. And I want them to separate, that way they cook evenly and there's not like a raw bit there, you know? Wait for it. Look at that, see? They just split. Do you design your tattoos? Good question, Brayden. I have provided a reference and a lot of input on my tattoos, but ultimately I left that up to the expertise of the tattoo artist. So for example, whenever you do go get a tattoo, it's important to know what style you're looking for. So if you were to get like you wanted a portrait, right? Well, you're not going to go to like a tattoo artist who specializes in maybe graffiti style tattoos or cartoonish styles. You'd want someone who specializes in portraits, or maybe you want some really hardcore typography or handwritten stuff, maybe even calligraphy. You should find someone who specializes in that. So I found an artist, several artists, 3 now, who specialize in the particular style I was looking for, and that was our forte. Our timer just went off to take our couscous off. You know, I gave them like the ideas I was going for, the references. They kind of mocked up their own stuff, and we went from there. I even gave some of them like some feedback, like, "Hey, listen, like this is 90% of the way there. Let's see what we can do to get like the other 10%." You know, maybe a little more of this, a little more of that. Some color here, some highlights there. So I can't say I designed them, but I did have a direct hand in their inspiration, their style, their color choices. More of like a collaborative thing, if that makes sense. Then I'll go to a cartoon person for my duck. Honestly, Brayden, yes. Or anyone who's really good at line work, because line work is super important. And if it's sloppy, it's hard, you know. A buddy of mine, he got some binary code, 1s and 0s done, and because he's in IT, he's super smart. And what's funny about something like that is it's super hard because it's all line work, and if you're shaking it all, or if like the skin stretches and skews, it doesn't look good. So the artist who agreed to do my buddy's tattoo, he did it and it came out beautiful. And when it was all done, the artist, took some pictures and he grabbed my buddy. He's like, listen, I have a favor to ask of you. Don't tell anyone I did this piece. He's like, why? Like, you ashamed of it? He's like, no, I'm proud of it. It turned out amazing. But I know as a fact, if you told people I did this, it would blow up. And people would start coming to me to get more stuff like this. And he's like, this was exhausting. This was nerve-wracking. I don't want to do this more because I can guarantee it's not going to turn out the same way. He's like, we took a gamble and it worked out in our favor. He's like, I do not want to do this anymore. So it's one of those things where you got to find the right person for the right job. And that is 90% of it, Hold on, Pumpkin Jack wants us to exercise our wrists. Fist open, palm open, tip-top claw, half his fist. Fist open, palm open, tip-top claw, half his fist. Oh, my microphone censored out my knuckle crack. Those were loud ones too. Shame. Rachel heard it. That means it counts. How do you remember that? I got in mind like a steel trap, Braden. I remember things I probably shouldn't. I remember conversations from high school. Yeah, I remember a lot. But that's only in certain things, though. If you were to ask me what I had for lunch last week, I couldn't tell you. If you were to ask me what I got on my calendar for next month, I couldn't tell you. But if you're like, oh, hey, remember the first time we met? I'm like, oh my gosh, we were doing X, Y, and Z. We were with A, B, and C, and you said LMNOP. I'm like, how do you remember? Like, I don't know. It's just in there. These guys are taking a minute to kind of get softened up here. And I'm not mad about it because, heaven forbid, we rushed it and they burned. We want nice sauteed onions. We want caramelized onions. We don't want burnt onions. And with it going slow, I got the option to add oil if I notice it's starting to stick. But if it's already burning, you don't have really a chance to do anything. Speaking of doing things, add some freshly ground salt, some fresher ground pepper. Let's see here. We're going to start adding in a bunch of our seasonings here. Wow, this guy's really warm. Zoom in. Chili pea. Come on. What'd you have for lunch last week? So, chances are, I had some, I had a protein shake. It's almost every day. Actually, I can grab it right here. I meal prep. Hold on. I just open a program again. I meal prep my lunches where I'll do bananas and blueberries. And I'll make a little protein shake out of those and some almond milk. And I got a whole freezer full of those. That's what I do 99% of the time. But if I did something very special throughout the week, where maybe I was doing some, yeah, that's true. Maybe I was doing some adulting, or I do like a chore that I need to do. I will definitely go out of my way and treat myself, maybe with a little Chipotle or something. Garlic powder. That, or if we got leftovers throughout the week, I'll do some pizza or something. This calls for ginger, right? Oh. Cayenne, cumin, coriander, ginger. Ginger. There we go. That seems like enough. Actually, that seemed like too much. Put that back in the fridge. Let's see here. A cup of water. Put some vinegar. Oh, it's about to smell so good in here. Rachel's about to freak out. Rachel's starting. What time is it? Okay. So there's a couple spices we couldn't find when we were doing our grocery shopping. That or they were just simply too expensive. So we got a little chicken tikka marsala starter thing here, which is going to have turmeric, mustard seed, a lot of the fixings that we simply did not have. So we added what we could, and this was our plan B. Did you have to come see what it looked like? Monster Energy? Brayden, are you saying that's what you had for lunch last week was a Monster Energy? You want the couscous? I mean, I'm not saying that Monster Energy is bad, Brayden, but I'm saying that's probably not a great lunch for you. Do you like any zero sugar sodas? That's a great question, Brayden. Diet Coke is just less calories. I don't know if it's zero sugar. All right, well then Diet Coke. Oh yes, the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison. It's funny you said that, Brayden. That was exactly when Rachel said that she wants the couscous. The name Cusco came to my mind. All right, well, this is coming along nicely, if I do say so myself. It's going to get even more thick and emulsified once we add the tomatoes. Oh, wow, this smells super Indian, super Thai. Love that. Wow. Okay, that little pouch we had, it definitely had the things that we were missing, like the turmeric and mustard seed and the cumin. Cardamom, yes. Coriander seed. The asa fetida. Oh, this is coming along beautifully. Let me give this a quick taste here. Oh, it's even a little bit sweet. I think that maybe the vinegar did that. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. All right, this is actually starting to get thick pretty quick here. So I'm going to transfer this. I'm turning the heat off. I'm going to transfer this to the blender. That smells so good. Wow. Okay. We're doing this over the... Oh, you guys can't see. Danny Trejo versus Morgan Freeman one-on-one in the Pentagon. I mean, Morgan Freeman's got the greatest voice, but Danny Trejo, he can mess some stuff up. All right, we're transferring this right to the blender. Grab my spoon to scrape the rest out. This also be sinful. It's going to be sinful. Okay. We're also going to add some extra peppers here. Spanish rice we made. We're going to slap those in. Gonna give this a quick rinse. We can not marinate, but we can recycle this. Ooh. I watched Don't Dirt earlier. So good. Life is a garden, Brayden. Dig it. We also want to add our tomatoes and our water. I'm going to add a little bit of oil here too, just to kind of emulsify this goodness. Wow, that's so much stuff. Smells so good in here, you guys. I wish smell-o-vision was a thing. They put a measuring cup away. We're not missing anything except a little bit of oil. One of my best friends looks exactly like Joe Dirt. That's awesome. That's awesome. Does he have the mullet and everything? With how my hair is growing right now, it looks a little bit like a mullet. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. Let's slap this on the blender. And give it a nice puree. That's ready to go. Captain Jim Raynor. Have you seen Grown Ups? Ooh, it's been a minute. Brain, it's been a minute. Captain Jim Raynor, welcome to the stream, friendo. Hello there. So we redeemed a Make Gory Donut to Extra Life. Let me knock that out real quick. And then we also redeemed a stretch. I'll do both. Let me donut to Extra Life just in a second. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How is your Saturday treating you? I just thought you were froze for a second. Nope, just pureeing some Tikka sauce here for our chicken tikka tacos. So we got a Phantom Point Redemption. And this is for $1. This is from our friend, Captain Jim Raynor. Let me go ahead and hit donate and give you a drum roll. Wrong button. There it goes. Captain Jim, thank you so much. Captain Jim also dropped us a stretch. Spooky Saturday, Scary Saturday, yes. Ooh, and Puppet's here. Hello, friend.
Hello there.
Let me knock out this stretch from Captain Jim as well. Captain Jim, your notification's going to be coming down any second. Let this be a little opportunity for us to stretch. It's been good. Mandy and I took some time to clean. Honestly, this is a great chance to do that, because once it gets cold out and the snow starts coming, you're not going to want to do it. So let me... Ooh. Wah. Cracking, I'm cracking. Wah. Wait a second, did we just get two? Hold on. He's cooking Danny Trejo. That's exactly what's happening here. Captain Jim donated 106. Why 106? Did you just even out our donation tab? You did. We're at exactly $4,060 as opposed to like 64 cents. Thank you so much. I see you're cooking. What you cooking? So we're doing a little donation fundraising milestone incentive. I said if we raise $2,000 here for the sick and injured kids in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals through Extra Life, that we would do a cooking stream here for charity, and we blew past that. We've raised $4,000. But we're doing some chicken tikka tacos from Danny Trejo's cookbook, Trejo's Tacos, which is like sort of like a Middle Eastern flair on tacos, as opposed to just Mexican Spanish or like Tex-Mex. And what's perfect about this recipe is if you want to, you could make it instead of tacos, you can make a burrito. Instead of a burrito, you can make it a bowl. It's perfect. It's perfect. Have you seen the Minecraft cookbook? I have not. Tell me about it. What? Pork chops, cake, cookies. What else could you make in Minecraft? Steak? Rabbit stew? Mushroom soup? Okay. Roasted chicken? Baked potatoes? Alright. So the next thing on our list here, friends, is so we made the rice, we made the creme de menthe, we made the pico. Now we have to actually just like make the chicken. So in a large skillet, you rinse some skillet out here. All right, in a large skillet, over high heat until it's hot. Cook some oil. All right, let me do that. High heat. Got some oil going. Good. Add the oil until it's shimmering, about a minute. Add the seasoned chicken with salt and pepper and cook without stirring until the chicken is brown on the bottom, about 5 minutes. Stir and cook for 3 minutes more until the chicken is lightly brown. Not over fully cooked. Add a cup and a half of Tikka sauce. Stir and combine. Cook the chicken until nicely glazed and cooked through. Stir about 3 minutes. Awesome. Okay. Pro Pilot. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Long time no see.
Hello there.
Hello there. What we talk about? Oh, wait. We're cooking. We are cooking, buddy. I had a little fundraising milestone incentive where if we raised $2,000, we would do a little cooking stream. And that's what we're doing here today. We're making some Trejo's tacos. Specifically the chicken tikka tacos from Danny Trejo's cookbook. And we blew past $2,000. We're at $4,000 now, working our way towards $5,000, which is pretty amazing. How are you though, buddy? Hope all is well. Let me stir that couscous again while that oil's heating up. I need more hands. I need more hands. Is the Spanish rice still good? The Spanish rice is still good. I'm glad I'm stirring it up though because the bottom is getting a little hard. I get a little another taste of this. Alright, hold on. I gotta give Rachel the couscous. She approves, you guys. She approves. Okay. What's couscous? Couscous is... Oops. Couscous is pasta, basically. It's a supplement to rice. It just doesn't agree... Rice itself doesn't agree with her. That is sipping and sputtering. We're gonna add the chicken. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Yeah, so rice doesn't agree with her, so we substitute couscous instead. It's a pasta, so it's like it's not as much as a grain as much as it's a. What do you say, baby? Yeah, it's flour. All right, and we can only put about half this in our pan, so we're going to do some batches. This is the Emperor turned llama. Yes. Yes, the poison for couscous. Couscous poison. Does it have poison in it? Negative. It's important. I got a green handle for the couscous. Green, vegetarian, no meat. I'm using a red handle for the chicken because this has meat. We don't want to cross-contaminate. Until this is cooked, I'm going to keep those separate. Alright, that's poison for Cusco. That poison goes especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison? Oh, Lord. Wow, this chicken's already browning. Perfect. It's just not to stir it, but I can't exactly like flip it, you know? So I'm gonna stir it. And I want it to be a little cooked evenly, right? The one thing that's important about cooking, especially meat, is once it's cooked, you can't season it. Like, the flavors are sealed in. It's got like a nice hard crust on it, more or less. So while it's cooking, that is when we want to add our salt. We want to add our pepper. Now I hunger. Braden says that I hate spinach, but want to try Kronk's spinach puffs. Is that from the first movie, Braden, or is that from the sequel, Kronk's New Groove? Richard said the third? The first, okay. I don't remember his spinach puffs. We just watched that not long ago, too. The first one? Okay. I believe you. I believe you. $95% certain. That's pretty certain. Well, the chicken is no longer pink, but we want to get like a nice crust on it, so I'm gonna leave it sit for a little bit. I'm gonna add some seasoning to it here too. Okay. Yzma doesn't care about Kronk's spinach puffs. I actually just learned that the voice actress who plays Yzma in that movie is a famous singer from, like, I don't know, the 1950s, 1960s, yeah. Which is amazing because her voice is so good, you know? Oh, the lava Kronk. What'd you say, baby? We added a bunch of oil in here just so it didn't stick to the pan and burn. There's also a good bit of fat on these chicken thighs, so I'm hoping that a lot of that renders down too. It does smell good? I'm glad, baby. Did we get us making the... I gotta get a picture of us making the thick thighs save lives. Facts. Facts. Nothing wrong with low fat on thighs. Yes. Alright, we got a picture of the puree. We got a picture of the chicken going. We're doing all right. I'm gonna grab my meat thermometer real quick. So it says chicken's supposed to be cooked to internal temperature of 165 here. And we're sitting pretty at 169 and change. So these guys are actually cooked. They just don't have like a hard sear on them. So I'm going to add those to a different plate. All down. So there's going to be grease on them. Okay. Let me cook the second batch. I might have to do this in 3 batches. Note to self, get a bigger pan. Well, these guys are getting like just introduced to the And I'm going to re-add a little more oil just to make sure they don't burn. There we go. Give that a good stir. And now everything's nice and coated here. I'm going to let that go for just a little bit. I'm also going to stir my couscous while we're at it. So good. Okay. Want some? Yeah? All right. Let's probably stir these things. What do you think? Okay. We're cooking. Let me season with some salt and pepper. Go. Yeah. And there's like, it's just salt, pepper, and MSG. Is it okay? I don't imagine it tastes like much. Does it? Okay. I'm going to try some. You just realized you never hit that button? Thank you for the follow, friend. Welcome to the Gorey gang. I appreciate you being here, Parasite. And happy Saturday. Hope all is well, friends. Happy Saturday. I cook often. We take turns here in this house. But I don't often get to cook with you guys. So this is a nice treat for all of us. Appreciate you being here. I gotta try some of this chicken my girlfriend just fried. Okay, it tastes like chicken. Surprise. It's gonna taste way better once we get the Tikka sauce in there. You have a picture of the chicken cooking? Sure do. Okay, I'm like, we're sitting next to explanation. Perfect. Well, we got some chicken to brown. You guys have already seen us brine some chicken. We're going to run a quick miracle story to talk to you guys more about Extra Life and how the funds raised here go to help sick and injured kids in the Trump Miracle Network hospitals and why we're doing what we're doing here with this charity stream. And for raising milestones and hitting incentives and all that jazz. Give me just a second. I have to choose a new miracle story because you guys have already seen the one about Tori. Let me choose one. Details. Here we go. This is Dominic's story. This is a good story. It has a... I'm not going to say anything. You guys deserve to see it with fresh eyes. We'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere, friends. We have a great stream for you. We're going to finish cooking this chicken. We're going to coat it in the marsala sauce. We're going to plate it, garnish it, serve it, eat it, enjoy it, and we'll be out of here. Don't go anywhere, friends. We've got a great stream for you. Stick around and we'll be right back.
We went through 2 years of fertility treatments. Nothing worked. We had 2 miscarriages and we weren't able to conceive. We were ecstatic when we finally got pregnant. Every time we went to the doctor, I kept asking her, so I'm still pregnant? And she goes, yeah, you're still pregnant. My husband would just roll his eyes because he knew I was pregnant by the way I was acting, probably. Dominic was our miracle. He was our everything, and he was an amazing baby. It was great. Everything was fine and wonderful, and then just before his 11th month birthday, he just got acting a little weird and just wasn't really quite himself, and he was just off. I take him to the local pediatrician, and he spends about 2 minutes looking at Dominic, leaves the room, comes back about 10 minutes later and says, well, I've called the Alberta Children's Hospital in Calgary. The ER is expecting you guys to be there. We're like, okay, like what is going on? We spent 8 hours in the ER, and then when they came in and told us, you just collapse. It's the worst possible day of your life. Dominic was diagnosed on September 12th, 2013. Diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
Cancer sucks. When we had Dominic, we never envisioned him ever needing to go to a children's hospital. The care that we got at the Alberta Children's Hospital was second to none. We couldn't have asked any more. Whether it was medically, whether it was psychologically, treating us with respect and including us in the decisions. Just the amount of joy on his face as he went through those hallways, and seeing him chase down the cleaning staff in the hallways and follow him on their floor waxers in his little walker.
He was never scared of the hospital.
There you go.
I was always tell him, oh, we're gonna go see, Ellen and Dr. Trong. He'd be all like, okay, let's go.
You let the others with this shake, 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 shake.
We were gonna do 4 rounds of chemotherapy.
There was so many months where he was stuck in isolation in those hospital rooms. We found out that there was a music therapist who would come in once a week, and that music was so good for him. Dom always loved music, and we always, had music playing for him in the house. And he had that time to forget where he was, and for us to forget where he was. Whenever we'd put on music, we'd have to have a dance party. The boy wanted to dance. So when it came time to do serious medical procedures, like his bone marrow transplant, I think is the best example. It's a scary moment for any parent. All we could think of was, we should really dance. He took both of the nurse's hands and our hands, and we all danced for a while.
Woohoo!
Yeah, good boy.
We had 2 months at home. We went to Calgary regularly, weekly, for appointments still. But 5 out of the 7 days a week, we were at home, which was the first time we'd really been home since he was diagnosed.
Oh no, man down.
He's nonverbal.
We used sign language to find out things that he wanted, and one of them was a thumbs up.
And so one of them became thumbs up because it was just, okay, are you doing okay?
I'd be like, Dom, are you okay? And he'd give me a thumbs up. I'd be like, okay, you're good.
That thumbs up really became his trademark. He wouldn't eat, and so it was a big deal then the few times that he would actually go back to trying to start to eat some solid foods. He started eating, and all I could think of was, wow, this is the perfect time to play Eat It by Weird Al Yankovic. When my Aunt Mary Catherine came back from Disneyland with a marching band mace that really was a lightsaber in disguise, I couldn't help myself but put on the Darth Vader music and, have him dance around with it.
Monkey Daddy! We were at 100% donor. Everything was great. Everything was perfect, just the way it was supposed to be in June. And then in August, we found out that his system is stronger than the donor's was. Everything was for naught, and that our bone marrow transplant had failed. And that was very, very devastating. Like I said, that was the only known treatment for his type of cancer that he had. My husband and I sat there crying. We gave ourselves a couple minutes. And then we looked at our doctor and our nurse. We said, okay, now what? What's the next step? There has to be a next step.
Throw it. Yeah, way to go, Dominic.
We tried just giving him boosts of the bone marrow from the donor and hoping that maybe it will fight. We spent a lot more time in the hospital because we were trying different treatments and such. December 24th, the doctors came and told us that Dominic was terminal. That there was nothing left.
They basically said, go home, enjoy what time you've got. We think you've only got a few weeks.
There's more wrapping paper.
More wrapping paper.
I signed him up for swimming lessons. And I signed him up for gymnastics lessons. All the little things you don't think about that he couldn't do for 2 years. Okay, smile at the camera. We finally got approved for a wish trip. We got to go to Orlando, Florida, go to Disney World, which is what every little kid would want to do. So it was all set up for us to go in to the oncology unit at the Arnold Palmer Hospital.
When we were in Orlando for those 3 days at the end, they brought in a music therapist, and it was a little bit of home. There was that same sort of music therapy program at a hospital thousands of miles away. The way I found out about Extra Life was through a friend of ours whose brother had participated in Extra Life, and as soon as I looked into it and saw what it was like, wow, this is perfect. I love video games. Here I am at the hospital. We want to give back to the hospital. Well, all of that just meshed perfectly together.
So the first year that they did it, they raised $4,300 and shaved his head. The next year, he raised $8,300.
This year, not only do we raise a heck of a lot more money, we decided that we would set some bigger goals at $20,000.
Sean's like, so what would it take for you to shave your head? And I'm like, ha ha ha.
Donate live, you can go to extra-life.org. Suddenly we had other friends jumping in and saying, if we help you get to $30,000, we'll all shave our heads. We'll shave the heads of our kids. And then I said, just as a joke, if you raise $45,000, I'll wax my back. Not a chance will they get that high.
This year we raised almost $46,000.
That was painful. Getting involved is the easiest thing possible. All you got to do is go to extra-life.org and sign up, pick a hospital, create a team, don't create a team, join a team, don't join a team. It doesn't matter. Tell people what you're doing, that you've pledged to play games to give back to a children's hospital. It was amazing how that community suddenly unfolds for you when you need it. And our community here wanting to help us help the hospital when we called for it. When we wrote Dominic's obit, we said in there, in lieu of flowers and gifts, please donate to the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. And boy, did they ever.
Those hospitals are able to use the funds to try and make the life of these children a little bit better. We have an amazing community here. Everyone rallied around. We ended up having Dominic's memorial service at the Esplanade in Medicine Hat. We had about 350 people there. We all started with our thumbs up. And then at the end, true to Dom, we had a dance party, which probably seems very odd to a lot of people. It was amazing to see 350 people crying, laughing, and dancing.
He inspired so many people, and I think it's important not to say that even in the past tense too much. He inspires so many people.
Hi friends, we are back. What you just saw was a miracle story, or just a very good example of how the funds raised here with Extra Life makes a world of difference for kids in need in the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, like that absolute champion you just saw in that miracle story. Dominic's story is an important one. Oh, Jen, hi.
Hello there.
Dominic's story is an important one because it's a very humbling and sobering thought. Because not everyone, because Dominic's prognosis had the result that it did. It's sad. We of course want the happy ending. We of course want the miracle story, right? Puppet. That doesn't happen for everybody. And without the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, Dominic would have never had a chance. But because he was given the care that he deserved, he did. He had a chance. Okay. Just talking. We of course hope that more kids have different results than Tori, right? The whole reason Extra Life exists. We of course hope that more kids have different results than Dominic here. But there's a super important takeaway, and it's that Dominic is being remembered at all times. You guys just saw that in 1 year, his parents raised more than $46,000. That was in 1 year. I'm in the top 1% of all Extra Life fundraisers. I've raised $30,000 in the last 13 years. They have lapped me like insanely in 1 year. They are going out there, they're fighting the fight, they're spreading the word, they're raising awareness, they're raising funds, and they're doing Dominic's memory proud. So that's what's really important here, and that's what we're doing here, friends. We are cooking. It's the onions, I swear it's the onions. We're raising funds, we're raising awareness, and we're helping make sure that kids have happier endings, that more kids get home for the holidays, that more kids get to see it through to Christmas, and all of that.
You will cry.
I'm allowed to cry on stream.
You weren't brought on by me making you.
No. That's what we're doing here, friends. We raised $2,000 here this year alone, and that's why we're doing this cooking stream. And in the exact same week that we hit that $2,000, we've also surpassed it and raised over $4,000, and we're still going. Our goal this year is $5,000. If I hit that goal, I'm going to shave my head, just like how Dominic's dad waxed his back, and just like how Dominic's mom shaved their head. We're going, friends. That's what the plan is. We had 4 things on our menu. We had to make some creme de menthe. We had to make some pico de gallo. We had to make the Spanish rice. And we're on the last step, and we're like about to wrap up. We just made in that blender here the tikka masala, or the tikka sauce. We just browned all of our chicken. I'm going to combine them. We're going to put them back in the pan. Let them incorporate and thicken up into like a nice glaze. We're going to assemble our tacos, and we're going to call it a day. Let me get my head of the way. We'll get some tunes cranking, and we'll get right back into it. Let's go! Alright, first things first. I want to get our tortillas toasted. Rachel, you still vibing 2 tacos? I think I might start with 2 as well, because these might be surprisingly filling. If I want more, we got leftovers. The couscous, yes. So first thing I want to do, I want to get our tortillas wrapped in foil and slapped into the toaster oven here to warm up. I moved my cookbook over there because all the grease and oil was splattering onto it. So this thing's definitely got some wear and tear on it now. Let's see here. Preheat the oven to 250 degrees. Done, let's go. Okay, preheat the oven to 250 degrees. Set the tortillas, wrap them in aluminum foil, and place them in the oven. Let warm until they're fragrant and pliable, about 15 minutes. Done. Oh, nope. Oh. Oh, we got foil in here. Parchment paper, negatory. Wax paper, aluminum foil. I literally had it in my hand the whole time today. Okay. But Rachel's gonna have 2. I'm gonna have 2. Look at money shot. I thought we were making tacos, not cake. Look at that. Look at that dump. That was a good one, Lone Wolf. I appreciate you. Alright, got 1, 2, 3. I have an applesauce. There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, sorry. My tortilla is on... My tortilla touched my touchpad on my laptop, and it thought it was a human. Note to self, if you're wearing gloves and you're on the bus or the train and you don't want to use your finger when it's cold out, you can use a tortilla. Today I learned that tortillas count as on touch devices. Nolthus, welcome to the stream, friendo. Hello there. Speaking of Extra Life, dude just dropped the biggest sub of the donation of the year. Let me see. Can I unlock my phone with the tortilla? You ready? Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Wow. Tortillas are official fingerprint replacements. Earthquake! What is this Saturday nonsense? Well, know this. First off, welcome to the stream, buddy. We are doing a charity cooking stream here. We had a milestone or donation incentive where if we raised $2,000, we would do a cooking stream live on Twitch here. And within the last week, not only did we blow past that $2,000, but we've already worked our way up to $4,000. So we're making good on that. Incentive or that milestone that we said. We're making some chicken tikka tacos here off of Danny Trejo's cookbook, Trejo's Tacos. We had like 4 components we had to make. We had to make like a creme de menthe. We had to make a pico de gallo. We had to make a Spanish rice, and we just made the chicken and the tikka sauce itself. We're warming up the tortillas. We're about to warm up the chicken tikka in a pan, make it like a nice glaze, and then we get rock and rolling here. I didn't know you work for Smosh, Sean. Tell me what I did that makes you feel like I work for Smosh. Tell me more. Top of the bomb for a bit of a kick. That was a good time in office. I almost pooped my pants on stream. Oh, Lord. Ooh, there's one thing I forgot about. So, first things first, let me wrap up these tortillas. I got some limes, too. Office, it's funny you mention that, because like today, I'm like, you know what, we're making tacos. How weird would it be if I made a donation incentive where for every $20, every $200, whatever, every two asterisks amount of donations made, we also did a shot of tequila. Like 2 for tequila, 20 for tequila, 200 for tequila, whatever. And then I realized someone might be like, oh, you're doing 10 shots of tequila right now. Like you did with the bomb. So I'm like, maybe we don't pass out on stream. Alcohol poisoning is not fun. My whole phone crashed. My who phone crashed? Oh no. I would never abuse that. You're right in all this. And I'm not saying you, but anybody. Anybody could have been like, Even you think about it, like 20, let's say we did $20 for a tequila shot, right? That's expensive. But for $100, you have to watch me do 5 shots of tequila back to back. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous right there. Your what phone, Sean? Well, that's what she said. It was my whole phone crashed. You're fine. You drink vodka on stream for the Nikolai. True, but like a shot is different than 5 shots of tequila back to back. If people are bad when booze is involved, yep, puppet, yep. My whole phone. I understand, Jen. I mean, I would totally use it. Terrible. Okay, we've got our tortillas wrapped. I'm gonna go ahead and slap these in the toaster oven. How long does it need to be for? 15 minutes. Perfect. Timer. 15. 0, start. Timer's going there. We have some limes to cut to serve with our tacos here. At the party I was at, someone was doing shots and even more liquor as a chaser. That person was clearly in a hurry to take a nap. They had to be asleep very quickly. All right, so let's put a quick plate. Oh, I know. Do a little bowl here. Get a little bowl. And we need to quarter these limes to go with the tacos. This will take literally no time at all. And I'm going to cut them in more than quarters because we have 20 shells. So we're going to have 20 tacos. So we're going to need a lot of limes. Go. Did you move your whole rig down to the kitchen? Not quite in all this. So I got my webcam that's integrated into the laptop. I've got my webcam right here, literally taped to my cabinet door. I've got my Stream Deck just off screen right here. I'm going to flick it. Here. My knife is touching it, but I'm not. And I've got my microphone right here. So, not the whole setup. I don't have the whole monitors and my keyboard, my mouse. Most of it, though. Most of it. So we did a cooking stream in like 2021, 2022. I think it's 2021. And I can tell the sound quality wasn't great, which is probably only bother me. And I could also tell that, like, me not having access to my commands was a bit of a struggle. So I'm like, all right, I can fix most of this. Is the melted Tupperware lid gonna make an appearance? I still feel bad. Jen, do not feel bad, because not only is it just a lid. The lid, Patrick, the lid! The lid, the lid! But you also donated to Extra Life after that, so it's all good. Okay, so we got some limes here. I'm gonna save these guys. I'm on. Save 2 of these for my plate for Rachel and I here. Let me put a lid on these. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm slap these in the fridge. And while I'm in here, I might as well grab our creme de mint, our pico de gallo, and Jen, for you, I will go and grab the melted lid. There it is. Listen, it still fits just fine. It still keeps everything about as airtight as I need. There is no no harm, no foul. It's less pretty, but Now it has a story. Okay. We've got some chicken to coat in like glaze in the marsala. And if I'm doing like a mental approximation, I imagine like a spoonful of chicken per taco. So I'm gonna do four little ladles of chicken here, and then the sauce. Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. You know, we're gonna get a little crazy here, just so it all kind of absorbs. We're gonna combine it all right now. We got the chicken in. Taking them off in the dish. Okay. Grab the marsala sauce. And now, what's nice about this is obviously when we make the glaze, it's gonna like, you know, really coat the chicken. But the stuff that's gonna be sitting in the refrigerator overnight is gonna just marinate in it. So we're gonna be enjoying some loveliness here. Right, that's about as good as that's going to get. Let me kind of fold this up together here. Get everybody nice and incorporated, get to know each other. We still have about 9 minutes left on the shells, which is good because we're about to start putting these onto the heat here and get them going with that glaze. I'm also going to take a second to stir the couscous again. How are we at? It's a little sticky. I'm going to add a little bit of oil and even a little bit of water just to kind of freshen it up. Give this a little bit of a heat. I'm talking like the low heat. Single low. Cool. So we're going to give this a little bit of a stir. Just to get everything coated in a little bit of oil, a little bit of moisture again. How are we feeling? It's still warm. We're going to make it even warmer here. Everything nice and incorporated. Let me get my pan back here. Okay. Not super pretty, but it only ever had chicken and oil in it. Actually, no, I lied. We put the veggies in there first. Saving dishes. Get some oil back in, and let's put this on medium. Let me double check the recipe book real quick. Okay. Cook the chicken and place a large skillet over high heat until hot. About 2 minutes. Add oil until heat shimmering. About a minute. Add the chicken, season with salt and pepper. Cook, stirring, blah, blah, blah. Add the sauce. Cook until the chicken's nicely glazed. About 3 minutes. Serve in tacos, burritos, bowls, or over rice. Done, friends. Let's get this glazed. I got jelly donut. Get the oil cover in the bottom. It's gonna take a little bit to get warm. I'm just gonna already start in with about four spoonfuls of our chicken tikka here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna officially put this off to the side. Oops, what did I just do? Nope, sorry. I almost just went to the outro. That's too soon. I'm gonna wash some dishes real quick while it's warming up. We got the lid from our blender. the knife from when we cut the lime. That back. We've got the cutting board's clean. We didn't cut anything. So that's it, actually. Spoon. Again, for when we ladle back the chicken marsala. Let me check on our couscous real quick. It's not sticking. We came here to make it not stick, and it's not sticking. Let me taste test again. Damn, that's good. Okay. We're good. The chicken's starting to warm up here. We'll give it a nice glaze. It'll take about 3 minutes, it said. The cheese, I have 5 minutes left in the toaster oven. We're going to be ready to garnish here very, very soon. It's starting to come to like, not a boil, but I kind of want it on a high, that way it really reduces. Going though, it's going. I got a picture of the Spanish rice. I'm trying to double check, make sure. I try to take pictures of the stuff I'm making, so it's kind of fun. Like, hey, look what we did. We did get the rice. Oh, we're good. We're good. Alright, this is really starting to kind of simmer a little bit here. Not coating them yet, but it's gonna. Once the oil and the moisture burns off, you can actually kind of see by like how it kind of forms these little cups on like the edge of the pan that it's gonna thicken up. And if I drag my spoon through, it doesn't totally just close in it immediately. Now it's closed in. It's like it's gonna go fast. See it? It's like Moses parting the seas here. We got 3 minutes left on the tortillas warming up, making them nice and pliable. How was the spice level? Good question, Jen. Not bad, not bad. So we added turmeric. We added coriander, cayenne pepper, chili powder, some adobo. That's nothing crazy. We did have some jalapenos. The jalapenos were mostly for the pico de gallo. What else did we have the jalapenos in? Oh, the jalapenos were also in the creme de mint we made. Where is it? This stuff. Yum. So on a scale from 1 to 10, I would say 2. Like it's there. It's on the tip of the tongue, and then like the corners, like the top. But it's not bad. The tomatoes and the vinegar also almost made it sweet. Ooh, do you know what? Maybe a 3. Maybe a 3. So the creme de mint, very subtle. The tikka sauce, it's got way more heat than the creme de mint. Okay, so you can see this is really thickening up now. If I drag my spoon through it, it is not closing in at all. Little afterburn, exactly, Jen, exactly. So this glaze is coming out nicely. Let me go ahead and turn this heat off. Actually, let me turn the heat off of the rice, too. I'm gonna move this to the stove just so like it doesn't, I don't want it to burn. Not the stove. I would say off the stove. It's pretty much done. We got 44 seconds on those tortillas. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is good. I got 2 plates. Go. So according to the cookbook, it says remove the tortillas from the oven, unwrap the stack, assembly line style, do the mint, crema, rice on top, chicken on the rice, and then the pico de gallo. So cream, rice, chicken, pico. We got this. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Next time we meet up, I'll make my salsa. I have ghost pepper version. Yum, 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 yum. Ghost pepper is one of those things too, where like it lingers, and like the word ghost is perfect because like you think you're fine, you think you're fine, you think you're fine, and then like it sneaks up on you like a ghost, you know? Okay, how hot is this foil? Oh, these are nice and firm. Love it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's a spicy tortilla. Right. We've got our handy dandy little taco holders here for us. Dear Lord, that's toasty. Well, it wasn't cooked in a refrigerator, Gorey. You guys see the steam? Holy smokes! Yow, 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 yow. Okay. Woo! These guys are toasty. They should hold their shape real nice, which is I'm very grateful for. Wow, these are smoking. Love it though. You can even see like the brown on them. Great. Okay. First things first. Mint crema. I'm gonna grab a spoon for this guy. Boop-a-doo-boop-boo. Okay. Gonna put a little spoonful in there. Oh wow, that's sinful. Whoa, oh my God. Whoa. Sinful. Literally edge to edge here. Wow, you're gonna taste that in every bite. Wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not sure any one of these need any more, but I'm just gonna kind of get the rest off the spoon, and of course, a little for chef. I would dip chips in that. I would dip veggies in that. No, this is beyond good. I'm very glad that we have all this left. The leftovers that we have for like this meal prep, more or less, these will be sinful. Sinful! And this spoon here. Let me get this a quick rinse. Let me stir this. Oh. Come on. Oh gosh, hold on. I got my trackpad wet and now it doesn't want to react. Cool. Well, we're stuck on the scene for a little bit until my trackpad dries. Note to self, don't... Oh gosh. Don't use a trackpad after just washing your fingers. Okay, let me stir this stuff, this glaze. I'm sure it's going to really stick to the chicken now. Oh yeah, there'll be no more sauce left on. Oh my gosh, perfect. There's going to be no more sauce left in the pan. It's all going to be sticking to the chicken. Oh my... You guys. Someone call the police. I think I'm committing some type of a war crime. Alright. We got the sauce down. Next step is the Spanish rice, where we substituted with couscous. Oop. And I can already tell, like, this spoon I've got that I've been using to stir the whole thing is going to be just too large. We're going to substitute that with our tablespoon here, just so we have more control. Oh my gosh, you guys. These are going to be so sinful. Oh yeah. Make sure you you remove your bay leaf. Look at that, no more couscous. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. I can get like a little bit of tomato, a little bit of couscous, a little bit like the beans and all these guys. Not just like, it's just couscous, you know? You want the tomato, you want the onion, you want the peppers, you want all of it. Okay. Next, the chicken. There we go, it's numero uno. Numero dos. Gosh, I gotta like burn this guy. My wrist don't turn so far into the refrigerator. Numero tres. Numero cuatro, just a little casualty. It's looking a little light. Numero uno is looking a little light. There we go. That guy can go right back in there. And then last but not least, we got the pico de gallo. Let me kind of mix this up a little bit here, because I'm sure all the lime juices sank to the bottom. And the top is kind of flattened down from that container we put it in. This needs a good stir. Did I get a picture of me coating it? I'll get another picture. Here, let me do that right now before I forget. That should be a picture of the bowl. Okay, that's me combining them. Oh? Alright, we're Gucci. Okay, pico time. Yes. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, this is sinful. And just because we've garnished it with a little lemon doesn't mean the job is done. We're also going to slap them with a little bit of dried cilantro on top, if I can find it. Here we go. This is an extra little garnish. That was too much. That was much better. Perfect. Okay. Let me take a quick photo of these. I made a mess over here. It's all this sauce. This rag is definitely need a wash. Okay. Move all the things. Dry some stuff off because everything's wet. Okay. Oh yeah, sinful. Let me grab some tortilla chips too, in case we want them. Better have them than not need them than need them not have them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Take a quick photo. I'll show you guys. I'll take a bite. And then that's going to be our stream, friends. Get the right angles. No one wants to look unflattering. Okay, perfect. So let me show you guys what we got here. I will show you both on this camera, which is a little dark. Understandable. I'll also show you on this camera. You got a much better view there. Enjoy, it looks fantastic. Oh, Jen, these look and smell so good. Let's take a taste. Here we go. Woo! Oh, I got mint crema all over me. Okay. First reaction, the texture is super tender. Everything's super soft, super chewable, super tasty. Secondly, like the acidity and like the sweetness from like the lime really pulls through. The spices there, it's almost like on the front of my lower lip. Not overpowered. I would eat this all day, and I'm going to be eating it all week, really. we got a lot to go through. So that's what the plan is. Oh, gosh. Listen, Dan Trejo, I know you'll never see this, but great recipe. Thank you so much, buddy. It's dinner time, friends. What we're going to do now is we're going to go to the outro screen. We're going to find someone to raid together. We'll turn our party into someone else's party. Goshawk! Great time to tune in, buddy. It's time for us to have dinner. I'm going to go ahead and raid a friend. I know a couple different friends didn't have a chance to participate in Extra Life's game day on game day. So they're doing theirs today. So there's a chance we could drop a raid on either Yellow Timer or True Tomfoolery or another Extra Lifer. Either way, that's what's going to happen here. Let me go to the outro screen, and we'll be right back.
The lesson I want you to learn is it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be tall or short, or fat or thin, or ugly, or handsome, like your father. You can be black or yellow or white. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the size of your heart and the strength of your character.
Oh, geez, I'm in a hole right now. Hi, friends. Here, let me... I didn't anticipate for this screen. Oh gosh. We are going to go to and drop a raid over on our friend Yellow Timer. Yellow Timer is currently doing a little bit of Jackbox Party Pack, and they are doing their actual game day today. So I'm going to show them some love. Feel free to say anything along the lines of raid or brains or hype or really anything. Just kind of give them some energy, give them some love and all that jazz. I'm going to go ahead and start their raid over on their channel. I'm also going to make sure that Pumpkin Jack put some info in our chat here for us to copy and paste into Yellow Timer's broadcast once we're there. They're doing some Jackbox Party Pack, which means you guys can play along with them, which sounds like a great way to spend a Saturday if you're asking me. You're home, you're safe, you're not spending any money, and you get to party with friends. That's called a win-win. The raid has already started. Like I said, just show them some love, friends. As always, there has never been anyone like you. There is no one like you, and there will never be anyone like you. Love each other. Love yourselves. I love you. We'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a good evening. Stay spooky. If you excuse me, I gotta be back in my coffin. We'll see you all next time. Have a great night. We'll see you later.